Well, howdy friends, Brian Flechsig of Mad River Outfitters of the Midwest Fly Fishing Schools, and welcome back to everybody's favorite game show, the worst possible things that you could do when fly fishing. So today, friends, this is inspired by you all. We always appreciate your questions. When you have questions, send them over to admin@madriveroutfitters.com or pick up the phone and give us a call. These are some kind of questions or excerpts from questions that we've gotten over the years from customers. So we thought we'd have a little fun today. You know, it's summertime here, 2025. Thought we'd just have a little fun and we would rank these in order of worst to worser. Worst to least worst, liver worst. So anyhow, here we go. And gonna need some help. Whoa. Sorry about that. Nobody got hurt. Okay, you fly fish upstream of someone else. Oh, I am guilty of fly fishing upstream of my buddies. I mean, you're kicking up the bottom, you're kicking up mud and silt, and occasionally you might dislodge or somewhat on purpose throw a log in the water and send it down their way to mess up their water. Heads up.
Gee whiz.
Wow. We did not do that on purpose. Swear.
Wow.
We play fair.
That's pretty dirty.
I got a mop fly on, Tim.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, you know, I like fly fishing upstream of someone else. So that's not such a bad thing. And sorry, Tim. And I didn't win that day. We tied that day. You can watch the video here or whatever. Okay, so anyways, so next up, what do we have? Oh, double tippeting. Yeah, double tippeting. You can't have two tippets. I mean, you just can't. A leader equals a tapered butt section plus a tippet. If you pull a leader out of a package, it has a tippet on it. If you add another tippet, you have two tippets, and it's going to be harder to cast, especially if you're trying to throw a larger fly. It's really amazing. We kind of coined this phrase a number of years ago in a video or two here on the channel, and it's amazing to me how many people from around the world have told me that after they stopped double tippeting, their casting got so much better and they had no idea. So I know a lot of folks have liked to argue with us about that, but you can only have one tippet by definition. So double tippeting is pretty bad, and it's going over here in the bad, not so bad. Oh, one more cast when it's time to leave. Who hasn't said this? And very rarely, if ever, you should just really go. If it's time to go, go. Don't make one more cast. It's not going to do you any good. You're not going to catch a fish on the last cast. Okay, so one more, hold on, one more cast. First of all, it never, ever is one more cast, so stop saying that. And then number two, it doesn't do you any good. If you gotta go, go. Okay, so still not as bad as double tippeting though. Okay. Stepping on the tip of your buddy's rod when rigging. Oh my God, that's, I mean, self-explanatory. That is horrifying, but it is your buddy's rod. As long as my rod's intact and I don't double tip it, then double tippeting, worst thing you could possibly do. Stepping on your buddy's rod, well, it depends on how close of a buddy he is. All right, what's next? Oh, bringing a banana on your fly fishing guide's boat. Well, give it a try. Try that someday. Bring a banana, pull it out in front of your guide on the boat, and watch what happens. I'll never forget, I was fishing in the Bahamas on the west side of Andros Island. Our guide was David Nemore, dear friend of mine. And then the client that I was fishing with was also a dear friend of mine, Mr. Dave Kitchen. And I mean, I had shots at bonefish, and I mean big bonefish, like 9, 10, 11, 12 pound bonefish. And every single one came in at my fly, and I either just didn't button it up or it turned off at the last minute. And after a couple of hours of this, I said, oh my God, what is going on? I looked at David Nemore, and then we both looked at David Kitchen, and he was eating a banana. And we both looked at him and we said, what the are you doing? And he just took the banana and just, boom, threw it. Swear to you, my luck changed, started catching fish. So you don't ever bring a banana on a boat. Yeah, that's even worse. That's even worse than breaking your buddy's rod. Can't bring a banana on a boat. You should know that. 2 more. Oh, snagging and losing your new 8-inch game changer. Well, nothing could be worse. We all know, God bless Blaine Chocolate. He created one of the best fly tying platforms in the sometimes 5 or 6 segment game changers. I mean, I tie these things a lot. Some of them take me an hour to get through, and then you throw it out there and snag it up on your first cast. Not to mention, these flies, again, amazing flies. They have really truly changed the game in fly fishing, but they're expensive flies. They're some of the most expensive flies, and for good reason. They take a lot of the shanks, they take a lot of materials. They're expensive flies to tie, they're expensive flies to buy. And yeah, losing your game, that's even more. No, we're gonna put that here. Yeah, I still don't want to bring a banana on a boat, and you're gonna suck at fly casting if you have 2 tippets on there, for crying out loud. Oh, trout setting on a once-in-a-lifetime tarpon. This camera guy has followed me around. There you go, Travis Huckabee. Saltwater Solutions, our great friend Travis Huckabee. I'll never forget, not only do I trout set, for those of you that don't know, trout setting is when you go to lift up. Well, you don't lift up when you're saltwater fishing. I don't care whether it's a bonefish, a redfish, a tarpon, anything. I'll remember a couple of years ago, I was fishing with Travis Huckabee. We were down in Louisiana on our annual trip to Woodland Plantation. And man, we got to this spot and Travis put us on. I mean, there was big redfish, and I'm talking 20+ pound redfish everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And it was probably a 30+ pound redfish. Travis said, cast now. I made a great cast. Boom, 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 boom. And boom, the fish ate the fly, and I came up with the rod just like this. And Travis was about to lay into me, which he often does. And I looked at him and I said, boom, don't say a word. And he just broke out laughing. It was a really great moment. I won't forget it. He probably won't forget it either. But he was just that close to just laying into me, telling me that I know better, that I teach people don't do this, but I still do it myself. So trout setting on a once-in-a-lifetime tarpon, it has happened. I've done it on once-in-a-lifetime bonefish. I've done it on once-in-a-lifetime redfish, and I'll probably do it again. We all do it, and we all make mistakes, friends. I mean, that's the moral of the story. But double tippeting is an avoidable mistake. When you pull a leader out of a package that has tippet on it, you don't need to add tippet to that. I mean, if you want that tippet to be longer, if it's a 4X leader and you want more tippet, but you're not going to add, you've got 4X tippet already on there. If you add another 2 foot or more of 5X or 6X or even worse, put on 3X, no, that's avoidable. Bringing a banana on a boat Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, bringing a banana on a boat. That's avoidable. You know better. That's going to happen. It happens from time to time. Just get used to it. If you're not a very good caster, maybe practice with a fly that doesn't cost almost as much as a fine dinner out. And stepping on the tip of your buddy's rod when rigging, just look on the ground. You know, be conscientious of where your rod tip is at all times. Keep it out of the way of car doors. Keep it out of the way of ceiling fans. Keep it away from your dog. Keep it away from vacuum cleaners. And don't lay it on the ground. All right, that's an easy way to avoid stepping on your buddy's rod. I mean, what's even worse is stepping on your own rod. Trout setting, that's, you know what, as much as I've taught this my whole life, I've been saltwater fishing since the 1980s, and I still do it. So it's going to happen, but it sucks every time it happens. One more cast when it's time to leave. Come on. Stop saying that. That's just not going to happen. And fly fishing upstream with someone else, you know, I prefer to be upstream. So I like that one. So there you go, friends. Thanks for tuning in this week's episode of the worst things you can do in fly fishing. We're going to keep scouring through. We have a folder here in our inbox at Mad River Outfitters of all of the Q&A questions that you all have sent us since we started doing the Q&A series in about 2016, maybe 2017. We started doing the Q&A series here on YouTube, and we have every single email. So we have unbelievable amounts of content, probably more than we'll ever get to in our lifetime. So just kind of a fun little game show for you here today. We'll keep coming up with them. If you want to send in some ideas on the worst things that you could do fly fishing, maybe you'll make it into the next episode. So sorry to waste your time. But I had fun. That was kind of fun. And as always, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That really helps us out, and that way you don't miss another riveting episode like you just saw here today. Hit the like button. That just makes us feel good. And hop on over to our website and buy something so we can continue to make these completely silly game show videos about the worst possible things that you could do when fly fishing. Next episode, we're going to talk about crapping in your waders. That might be the worst. As always, friends, we appreciate you being here. Thanks for your support, and stay tuned. We've got a ton of fly fishing content coming your way.